Right? Part 1 of it making. I go by Why Not. Everybody know me as Tony. Full name is Antonio. So, what I'm basically doing is I'm doing oral text recording for myself. Something to stick. So eventually, when I look back to who I was and what state I wanted to move out of, I can give myself a pat on the back to see where I came from. And to see what I'm capable of doing. Now you see me. I like to ponder. But not on silly things, man. But okay. What might be serious to me might be silly to you. But what I do know is in order to ponder thought, you do get spark. By what I mean spark is you get the emotion. It's like some type of energy moving in motion. So emotion is traveling. So basically what I'm saying is you cannot see what's coming out of my mouth, but you can follow my lips to figure out what I'm saying. So now you see, no? What's coming out of my mouth is most now me, my words, me speaking. But now, what you doing on the other side, you trying to translate what I'm saying into imagery. So now you picture that, no? Quiet. So now what you picturing that, bear in mind, you haven't seen a word of what I said. You haven't seen a word. But yet you are trying to understand. Or you're trying to respond. But either way, either of the two is look at the amazing part of your capabilities. You see, we all of us are here now, basically to have experience on many scales, many levels, many different ways of evolving and growing, because you can check where we came from now and what they're trying to hide now and what is available for us to call the truth. So, with that being said is, look at where we come from, man. It's like my mommies was born. You get what I'm saying now? Like, obviously there was an intervention of some type of really powerful being creating humanity most now in the first place for the first time. So things actually moved from a certain point. Now it's here, no? So now you see we got movies and all that type of stuff. So now we starting getting lost now, man. And on top of us getting lost, we're losing time also. Not us losing time, no? We're getting distracted by a whole lot of stuff. You growing up as a kid, you're occupying your mind with a lot of things, who you want to become. You getting stressed at a young age, or if not, or there's always something, man, that's occupying us, man. And now you see we got this TVs and this televisions, you see. So now we got the televisions, and now we got the telephones also. We had the telephones, and now we got cell phones. So now they put words and stuff in your brain, my bro. You don't even try to figure out what it truly means. Like for me, up until a certain point, I had to start asking myself some type of questions. But I'm grateful for the type of clarity I created for myself, man. Not independently, but there's always that life within yourself, man. You can go to. You can go to that life inside of you, because look, you get the life inside of you, then you get the voices inside of you. But now you see the life inside of you also got some type of voice. Obviously, you know about it, but Kaigi, you're not gonna miss out if you think about it, man. That's actually the skill they want you to think about. You're not thinking of it, man. You see, the whole purpose is for you not to remember who you truly are and why you are here in the first place. Because Kaigi, ek het al, I had a lot of jobs, not that a lot, but I'm not by the same job, man, and that doesn't follow the purpose, man. Like, you can get your dream job, but you can still feel night. It's like something you must do, man. If you can't see it outside somewhere in the world displaying itself as an advertisement towards you, it's like a voice inside of you telling you, my boy, this can't be all that there is, man. So there's got to be more to life, man. Why do you get people that travels the world? They're still busy looking for what it is they're looking for. They don't know where they lost it, bruh. But I can tell you where you can start thinking of a route, actually. It's you being 6 years old or 7 years old. Look, everybody didn't get so lucky to be in like a really wealthy house where people is actually conscious and aware about all the systems in the world now, where they can send the kids to like private tuitions or get like homeschool in the way they want the kids to learn things, and protect them in a way where their mindset, their consciousness is involved, man. You see now, for me, look at me growing up in the colored community. Look at the things I'm thinking about, but those are some things that, how do I explain it, man? It's like I was always curious for myself. Didn't always say what I was thinking, but I was always that bro with a quiet advice, bro. I can guarantee you, and I give you the best advice I can, because that's the type of advice I would take myself. And I won't suck it out of a tongue. Like, I would really try to think about, if I don't know and I can't, and I'd rather say, nah, I wouldn't know. So that is just me now in the state that I am. There's a lot of things that's changed up until me being here. So now, check, every day I get a thought to ponder now within myself, and then try my best whenever that arrives in my mind now to break it open in my own mind, where I can understand what it's really try to teach me. So now whatever it's teaching me, it unfolds in my life, man. Up in a certain time or period, it's a pattern that I started being aware of, not now, but a certain time ago. So now I'm just here being aware of a shift that everything's going through now. So I'm just busy trying to position myself, because you get religion, you get government, get work, get family, you get society, you get advertisements, you get a lot of things, man, that's trying to steal you away from who you are. Because if you can just remember where you came from, bruh, I can guarantee you'll start remembering how powerful you actually are. Because all the things that we're chasing is the things that they mimic basically of your inner being. and how things are being developed within yourself and all strikes, because kijk, your phone needs an upgrade. Yeah. Where did that person get the idea to implement it to where people actually want this thing to work in a certain way they want it to work? So now I actually got this small mini me in my hand without me knowing. And this one is feeding off my information. So now with all this thing feeding of who I am, I must make sure it's not draining me. So whatever I'm feeding it, once it's like mirroring back, it's supposed to feed me too. It's like that, me doing an oral text recording to myself of how the life within me can speak through me. That's basically it. I never knew I can say that, but I said it for the first time, and I'll keep on saying it from now. And that's where I got to see it for myself. Where I actually started looking to it in myself and what I can do. Look, it's this type of frequency, man. We go on, you see, I vibrate towards this level with the type of words I'm using. Because look at here at my throat, my bro, I can feel all the mumbling and rumbling here in my eardrums of my Adam's apple doing all the vibrations. But all this things is linked to my thoughts, so it's working in a system. So this system that's working within me, it's governed by a law, and that law is called life. A life has its different sets of laws that governs accordingly. And if I can use these laws, not use, but abide by it and live according to it, who am I? Then I would become, I am that I am. You actually really need to understand that in the powerful thing in saying that name. Because there is mystics that has walked the earth, people that has left information, and then there was people who burned information, destroyed information, destroyed nations with their information, just to blind us with our current information. So it's a lot of things that was deliberate. So all the things that's being deliberate, you need to think, why is that all this guns is pointed at you? And why is things supposed to be so tough in the first place? Because check, you got a millionaire, brah, just next door. What's the chances of that brah just giving you 1,000 rand without you asking? You can see all your flaws on your face and features on your body, bruised and hurt through life. This guy won't know how to spend my money that I earned so hard. But once upon a time, you felt bruised and hurt the way that guy looks. But within that guy, he's actually rich. And that's thought to ponder. Because that's why, look, my eyes is in love with a lot of colors. That's what I know. It's like the attention my eye gets from colors is on a different scale. I like beautiful things. So all the advertisements have different type of colors in, man. So why is it that the people want to distract my eyes with a lot of false information?
Daddy, can I have something to eat, please?
Like what?
Like some potato chips.
Okay, what your mom is gonna make you? You know she make
Fatima
you.
already made.
Now what's up? I'll tell them to put in a bucket.
No.
Hmm?
I was saying every
So it's
time
like-
I have something to eat, but the same way.
Okay. Was op 'n mental journey. And if we are in a mental journey together, look, you got nothing to lose. First of all, you don't get mad people, so the chances of you getting the fuck in your cup is not even on the scale. But you evolving into a person that you never thought you can become. That's a thought to ponder. Because my reality always changes after a few cents, man. You see. So this is just a matrix, man. To put it that way. We can talk a little bit about Neo also.
Daddy?
For 12 years of my life, I had to go to school just to hear I'm matriculated.
Daddy?
And now I'm matriculant.
Daddy, come here.
And then now I got a passport to go to Shoprite and get a job there.
Daddy?
Now I only have a certificate to go to Shoprite. Because now I must still build experience in order for me to get a sustainable job that actually pays above 50 rand an hour. So who was the matrix? Because I only learned about people who killed people in history. In history, they didn't teach me about my forefathers or whatever they call it, ancestors or whatever. That's the type of civilization they had, and this is the cultures they had, and this is the type of way of life that they followed, and this is the type of way in harmony they used to live, and this is how they used to grow their crops and whatever it was, fruits, and this is how they traded, and this is how went shopping, and this is the inventions they created. Where's all that stuff? And then all of a sudden they say, nah, we were cavemen. And now we cavemen, you just want them, what you just hit him on the head, and then there you go, and all go about. And that caveman came from fish, and that fish came from different type of fish, and it can, that's a rabbit hole they're talking about. How did the world come into existence? How is a Big Bang? How? They feed you with things you don't even want to think about, because as soon as you start thinking, start to hurt your head. They did it deliberately to say that type of things. And they don't have even the scientific facts to back it up. But there you got a book in your house telling you more about the creation and where you came from. And then you're out here scrolling through TikTok or whatever feed you're feeding of a lot of nonsense. Not all the time. Some things that's a really helpful person. But I don't want to fool myself anymore. I don't want to fool myself anymore. I really don't want to. So it's me unlearning things in order to remember things. If that makes sense. Because I need to figure out who I was when I was 6 or 7 years old. And why did things feel so easy for me to accomplish in that time? Look, I was in a state of mind in that time where I just feel that I can conquer the world. And I believe a lot of people can relate with me when I say this. You knew that when that time comes, you will be there. And that you will be that person that you currently thinking of when you are 6 years old and 7 years old. So what I want to say is that if we can think what is the root to our problem, it's not financial stability. It's actually us not knowing who we truly are and what is the things we're actually capable of, and what is the type of life that's inside of us, and what is governing that life inside of us. Because I can guarantee you, without that life inside of you, there's no life to get up in the morning. No life will pick you up in the morning. Your body will just lay there, warm, under warm blankets until people discover you. But it's that life in the morning that's within you. And who's ever guarding and governing it? Because look at the amazing part of us going to sleep at night. I don't know where I'm going when I'm going to sleep. I don't know where I'm going to, but I know I'm gonna go somewhere and I'm gonna end up somewhere and I'm gonna wake up somewhere in my bed. But I should ponder where I was, and that out of a lot of things you can do in the day, there's one thing you don't ever say about. When your eyes want to go close, where you must go to when you close your eyes. When you will eventually go in your dream sleep. And there was just one time where I actually became conscious in my dream. I don't know if a lot of people can relate to this, what I'm trying to say. Like, waking up in your dream. That is something you would want to experience every night. Because check, that is me waking up in my dream. I'm dreaming, and I'm starting to notice that I'm in my dream dreaming. That's my expression. And as soon as I had that expression, I woke up. And ever since that, I tried to do that thing. Because check, as soon as I realized that I'm in my dream state and I'm conscious in it, I wanted to make moves. I wanted to make moves independently, and as soon as my brain started to register, it took me out of that state and put in me, and went ahead and put me in reality again. I wanted to go dream again. Doesn't matter where I was in my dream, but all I can say is what I saw was, well, that's the same way I could see myself in my dream. It's the way I'm seeing myself now when I look at my hands. I couldn't like see my face, most obviously. The same way I can't see my face besides looking straight into this camera. But like I can't see my face, I can look at my hands to see like this is my body. But also in the way that my body don't look like a body, but my brain registering it as a color. But me feeling like energy wise, like it doesn't add up to my body. It wasn't like skin. It was like a different type of sign around it, to put it in that way. But I knew who and what I can do when I was like, is what I just had to. But it also started making me wonder, like, who is to say I'm not dreaming right now? And the night when I go to sleep, I actually wake up. Because I can't remember when I wake up what I dreamed about. But hopefully when I dream at night, I can remember what I thought about. So that also made me becoming aware of a different type of reality. So me becoming aware of a whole different reality in my dreams that made me become aware of a lot of things in my reality state. That why is it that the wind can go where it wants to go? Nobody is associated with the wind, but I call it the wind. But yet the wind is that thing that you inhale, so but you also call it oxygen. So now we must differentiate the particles of oxygen between the particles of wind. It's a lot of things. But yet the body is acting independently through the whole process. It's like you won't even be able to keep up with the process, but the body is independent from it. And look at me. Here I am multitasking. It's about how we remember who we are within ourselves. To enlighten the youth to become who they can become within themselves as well. Because why? As so within, so without, so above, so below. So it is in heaven, so it is in earth. Hallowed be thy name. And thine kingdom come, and thine will be done. On earth as it is in heaven. Where is heaven? Where is earth? And what did you learn? And what should you be taught? And what should you unlearn? All the things you need to unlearn is the things that's keeping you in a dream state, ready to collapse when the time is due, not knowing where to go and where it's supposed to go. So we really need to save the kid within ourselves, that 6-year-old, 7-year-old kid. We can't leave him in the pit. What if there's water? He could drown. And what if there's no water? He could die of drought. So who's feeding your kid inside of you? The one you sunk for so many years, saying this is what society don't want from him or her. And this is what she's supposed to represent, but look at the inner kid of you, the one who's truly you. He can't be false. She can't be false. It can't be. Because can't. Because that person is the one the creator basically ordained to be. And look at the amazing way how we do really love you. Reach out to the kid within you. Stop shunting yourself. Stop blaming yourself. Stop judging yourself. Stop criticizing yourself. Start showing up for yourself. Start surprising yourself. Start being proud of yourself. Start showing yourself. Start loving yourself. Start laughing with yourself if you must. Start singing for yourself. And most definitely start clapping for yourself.